How's it going, everybody? This is Bandile Leo Peng, aka Bandile Leo Gold Leo Peng. And for today's episode of Leo Gold Media, we'll be doing a fight review of my August 2025 fight against Emmanuel the Beast Kalengi. So stay tuned for that, and I'll let you guys know what my thought processes were regarding that fight and everything that was going through my head and the tactics and approach that we were using for that fight. And some exciting news. On the 15th of March 2026, I'll be fighting again at the Kagiso Memorial and Recreation Center from 2 p.m. That's when the event starts and be hosted by Honeybee Promotions. So be sure to attend that, check it out. You can probably find the information online on Honeybee Promotions. And if you are interested in attending in person, you can also get your tickets. They're not that expensive. I think they are either 50 Rand or 70 Rand. So before we go to that fight, we're going to be reviewing the previous fight in today's episode of Leo Gold Media. Stay tuned. Let's go. Okay, everybody, so this is a post-fight reflection, and I think that it's quite important to do these things every now and then. Obviously, you don't want to get too stuck in and only be obsessing about the past in anything in life. But the only way to really know that you're moving forward and making progress is by reviewing your past performance in any area of life. But today we're going to be doing it specifically for me in my boxing career. So last year in August, I was fighting Emmanuel the Beast Kalengi on the Boxing 5 promotions at Carnival City, the iconic carousel of South African boxing over the years. And this was a really big fight for me because I was coming back from my first performance in 2022, which was at Emperor's Palace. That was a Golden Gloves promotion, and in my first debut, there was a lot that was going on before the fight that I'm not really going to get into, but needless to say, my performance was below average. In fact, it was very bad. My performance was very bad. I was boxing on the minimum weight division against Perun Sibanda, who I understand is now a champion, so well done to him, and I really hope that he continues to progress in his career. As for me, that night I wasn't there. I was just zoned out, and I ended up losing the fight on the first round by a TKO, which means the referee stopped the fight. I think mainly because you could just see that I was just a zombie. So I called this fight in 2025 against Emmanuel Kalengi as my second debut. So there's a saying that says you cannot, or you do not have a second chance to make a first impression. But I believe you can have a first chance to make a second impression. So that was the goal of this fight. It was really about redemption for me on a very personal level, really to prove that I have what it takes to perform as the highest professional boxing level and to pursue my dreams and aspirations. So it was really about getting that set. And my coach Dida Debeko said I needed to show the will to win during this fight. So as you guys can see by the footage, I was already entering the ring with a lot of high energy, and I wanted to show my honoring of the South African boxing legacy at Carnival City by coming in with a national anthem playing, which was something that was unexpected. And I felt quite motivated to really just get going. My opponent was known as a knockout artist, not only in his young professional career, but also in his amateur career. So it's very unusual for somebody to be knocking out people in the amateurs because, the gloves are slightly bigger, I believe, Leofight, and also the rounds are shorter, and I'm not too sure if they still wear head guards, but basically there are a lot of things that are protecting against that. So he came in with that fearsome reputation and the scary nickname of the Beast, and it was touted beforehand that he was just going to eat me alive. So I really wanted to show that I'd be able to tame the Beast. So as you can see, even in the first round, I just jumped on him immediately. I believe that they didn't even put in his mouth guard in time, and I was just really making it difficult for him to get space and breathing room. And that was the tactic that we had worked on in preparation for the fight, for me to always be constantly on him, pressuring him, and not giving him a chance to breathe or to think. So in that regard, I did follow the game plan. Looking back, I see there are many things that I could have done better. For instance, using my jab more and setting up my punches, which is something that is going to be a difference now in my fight on the 15th of March. So this fight really, I believe it was a victory on many levels. It was a victory on a moral level and a victory at a psychological level. And even though they gave the official win to Emmanuel, I believe that I walked into the ring as a winner and I left the ring as a winner. So there's just a change in mindset there. And throughout the fight, I was giving a lot of problems to him in terms of not allowing him the space to really work the way that he wanted to work. I was using a lot of energy that people didn't think I'd be able to sustain, but surprise, surprise, I've sustained it throughout the entire fight. And, I made sure that I showed that forward aggression throughout the entire fight. And in the post analysis of it, I believe that I could have been a bit more calculated with my aggression. But nonetheless, it was following through with our game planning. So as you can see from rounds 1 to 3, that's basically the story of the majority of the fight, which changed in round 4 when Emmanuel started boxing on the outside, which is something that generally he doesn't do. And look, I guess it shows his own repertoire and skill set that he has the ability to do that, but nobody had really expected him to do that. They expected him to just really bomb through me within the first round, So it entered hostile territory. The crowd were mainly for him, and ultimately I would have liked to have gotten the crowd on my side, but at the very least, I managed to quieten the crowd. They didn't really understand what they were seeing, and the referee as well. I think she's never really had experience with this type of style, and she deducted a point from me for holding, apparently. But that point made all the difference within the final scores of the fight, and it was really, really close. And I believe if that point had not been deducted, it would probably have been a draw or a different result. But as far as I'm concerned, I have no regrets about it, following the referee's instructions and rules. And that's the way that it goes, and that's the way that it goes. But in terms of my approach, my mentality, it's something that I'm going to be working on developing for my next fight, and to really give the fans something that is exciting, something that is unforeseen, in the sense that people wouldn't really expect this from a boxer from this day and age. And the reason I say that is because I'm following the blueprint that was set by another Carnival City legend, Baby Jake Akala, who also used this type of style. And due to my stature, due to my height, my physical characteristics, it's a style that also really suits me well. So I'm hoping also to do the Baby Jake legacy proud of my career, and to also prove that you can overcome the odds despite your height, and despite the physical and other limitations that people throw at you. So you can be a giant with it, and that's what it's about. To quote Tony Robbins, it's awakening the giant with it. So that is my goal in the rest of my career, and I'm really grateful for this opportunity that I was given by Box and Fight Promotions. This opportunity I've been given by Hannity Promotions, and I really wish to put on a show for everybody who comes to see me and to support. And for those of you who are also supporting us on Legal Media, I also appreciate that a lot. All your subscriptions and your comments, and your engaging with the material that is provided by the quality work of Demo the artist from Locked In Productions. And you can find all of his details regarding any other media award that you may be interested in getting him to do Foley. So that's the message of today. Please like, comment, and share this video with anybody who you may feel benefit from this message. And continue to do your best in life despite any limitations, both external and self-imposed. And know that you are much, much more than this little me that you really make yourself out to be. So thanks for watching, and see you on our next Real Go Media episode. Take care, guys.